Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody who is struggling with the loss of you. We have lost, I feel lost without you. And we also have you're mine. I get so pissed knowing that other people can have you now. Is it toxic? Yeah, but I don't care. I want the world to know that you're mine. So even though there is a separation or maybe even going no contact between the two of you, we have someone who is keeping an eye on what you're doing and who you're spending time with and wanting to find some way to reassert like ownership over you. So it's a strange combination of insecurity and arrogance. So it feels like behind closed doors, they might be crying or they might be upset, but they want to have this like kind of bravado in front of others. Hello, Dracula, how you doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. I did just post a reading for each of the groups, so one for everyone in the members and one for the stars and the towers. And beyond that, we had the live stream yesterday as well. In the description box, you can also find out how to get a homemade soy candle from my Etsy shop. The link is in there for you. And actually, it's still just like a little bit dark in here. So I'm gonna light another candle. And there's also someone pressure washing their driveway not too far away from where I'm working. So I apologize if you can hear that. Hello, Key Controller. How you doing? Hello, Oracle Knowledge. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I also posted a short with 2 new decks, one Oracle, one and Tarot deck. So I'm very excited. This is the first time I'm going to use it. This is the Grand Tarot Baleen. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but look at how big they are. Aren't they beautiful though? It's like they're hand-drawn, like handwritten down here at the bottom. So very excited to use these. Oh, well, we missed you, Key Controller. Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Those are the lyrics, right? Oh, these feel so nice to shuffle. All right, let's see what else we've got. The Wheel of Fortune. And the 7 of Wands. I am so glad I speak Spanish. That helps me understand the French just a little bit easier. But just to clarify, even though it's beautiful writing down here, I don't speak French. So bear with me, okay? Hello, how's it going too? Ooh, so if you go in the description box, you should be able to find the Etsy link there. Otherwise, you can, I think if you search for Curious Carmen's Candles, you can find it, plus probably Etsy. But I would think that in general, you would probably want to go for the new one if you liked coffee and you like a little bit of a masculine scent. I don't know, I would call it masculine, the Bad Habit one. But my favorite is definitely coffee and cream, with a close second being the butterscotch maple cream. All right, so hello, Matt. Hello, TTE. How are you doing? I'm not going to talk to you about my feet. That's weird, homie. Hello, Hannah. I'm glad. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Redbeard. What's up? Hello, Amanda. I hope you're having a good day. So again, these are beautiful. I'm very excited about them. But with the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Wands, what I would say is this is someone who is hoping to run into you. This is someone who feels like they met you for a reason, but they also lost you. They're trying to find a way to make sure that you don't get caught up in a connection with somebody else. Yes. Honestly, very rarely do I just have one color of eyeshadow. I usually try to do darker at the outside. But yes. Yes. I'm just kind of stubborn. So because I took Latin and because I speak Spanish and a little bit of Portuguese, I feel like I can handle the French. So we're just gonna do it, okay, you guys? We're just gonna go for it. So we have the 7 of Cups. Also, I can count the cups on the card. So we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse, clarity, and the Page of Wands. But look at it, they call it l'esclave. Is that really like the Slave of Wands? You guys, ayúdame. Is that what it's saying? Oh boy. Yeah. They're gonna talk to you because they feel like now they know without a doubt that you are the person they want to be with. But I feel like this clarity goes 2 ways. I feel like they have clarity that they took you for granted and that they miss you, but you might have clarity in not really wanting to deal with this person. Hello, August. How are you doing? Hello, Last on Sunday. Are you from Germany? I don't know a lot of German, but I do know a little bit. I'm smiling because it's mostly swear words. I know Aktunkoff, you know, the one that starts with an S. Or I guess like Dummkopf would probably be more acceptable on YouTube. And das ist verboten. But I don't know a lot of German. Even though I tried to learn it on Duolingo, the problem is I didn't get to like practice it very much, right? Hello, Nico. How are you doing? You're really asking me if I like scary movies? Who am I? Am I Neve Campbell? That's awesome. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? Hello, Rage. Please call me Carmen, but I'm glad to see you back. How's it going? So we've got the 3 of Wands in the reverse. Trois septa? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm not good at French, you guys. We're gonna make it work. This is the 3 of Wands. I feel like they are unexpectedly feeling heartbroken. They may have been a bit arrogant and felt like, oh, I could like find another you elsewhere. No big deal. I ain't worried about it. But now that some time has passed, they're like, it's hitting them like a train that they miss you so much. Thank you, Gracie. Let me add that for you. Disappointed. Oh, hopefully not. But we shall ask. Hello, Jamike. How are you doing? What do you mean? Like the name? Oh, Rage, what are you doing here? That's embarrassing for you. That's embarrassing. Don't do that. I will block you so fast. So that's 2 strikes. You got 1 more strike, Rage, and then I'm gonna block you. Gotcha? Okay. I can add it. Germans are safe. You like the Germans better, huh, Redbeard? Yeah, I went to Karlsruhe and Stuttgart. Got to see some... I got to look at the Porsche Museum, which is amazing, and I also got to see their assembly line where they're allowed to drink beer. Totally, like, crazy for an American to think about that because, well, I don't think we have the self-control that the Germans have when it comes to beer, okay? And I got to see Mercedes. It was amazing. All right, so we have Les Récompenses. What would that be? The Crown of the Magicians. I think this is this the World? Because it's number 21. I think this is the World. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. No, the Two of Pentacles, my bad. Okay, so they're juggling two different energies, like I said at the beginning, where they're like sad and private. You don't see my tears, you don't know how upset I am, but in public, I'm going to be very like obnoxiously arrogant. I would like to use the C word, but I don't know if they'll let me, you know, proud. But they don't want others to know how upset they are. Their cover for that is to be very possessive or say like it's only a matter of time before you come back. Hello, Lee. How are you doing today? Hello, Holy Smoke. Okay, Rage. I'm going to believe you on that one. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, no, that's totally fair, Gracie. So let's pull some cards for Lee. We've got Does, Sage's Therapist, Believe, what Chris said. I've got that added for you. Thank you, Lee. Do I? All right, Daddy. I'll take it. I love learning languages. If I could, I would just take classes all the time to learn new languages. There's that one dude, oh gosh, what's his name? Like, Zhao? I think on YouTube, who speaks like every language ever, and then he goes to like remote villages or places in Asia, because Lord knows Mandarin is difficult to learn. And he's white and he speaks their language, and then they're just like, what? What do you mean? How are you speaking my language right now? I would love to do that. Let me add that for you. Thank you, Gracie. Do you, Lee? Oh, that's not good. You want to be able to trust your therapist. Well, we shall find out. These are so fun to shuffle, even though they're quite large. So... trouble, help. Okay, so this is the King or Queen of Pentacles. That's what I need to figure out. Ayúdame. I don't know which one it is. See, it says Cicle, which would be like the Pentacles, right? But Corone, is that feminine or masculine? I'm gonna guess that it's the King of Pentacles. Y'all, bear with me, okay? I will look it up eventually. No, Cicle. Nice try. Nice try. But no. Ooh, and then we have Strength. But Strength has come out in the reverse. This person is weak for you. Ooh, they're like fainting and swooning and stuff. So here's the thing. I feel that this is someone who is not the most faithful, or like long-term relationships, they're bad at it, okay? Alexa, play Halsey, Bad at Love. Sorry if that actually works in your house right now. This is basically saying someone who is bad at love is obsessed with you. They're trying to figure out how to get back into your good graces and win you over, but I feel like they're kind of not equipped with the how-to because they're lost. They're the type to avoid the healing that they need to do, and they have that arrogant energy that maybe emboldens them in moments where they should instead be kind of focused, right? Oh, that's what I'm doing, Rage. Hello, Rick. How you doing? Hello, Mac. What's up? Redbeard, did I cause chaos for you? So we've got the sun. Ooh, and the devil. Right? Yes. La lumière. I think I said that right. But they're both in the reverse. So this to me is the like difference in your energy versus theirs throughout this separation. You feel like you are like things are easier for you because you don't have to be constantly guessing what's going on with this person because they didn't know how to approach love, because they didn't know how to deal with those strong emotions. But they're depressed, they're feeling lost, they feel like they need to correct this, they feel like they need to get you back. And you're thinking, why would I go back into that when all you do is confuse people? All you do is, you know, keep me guessing because you go back and forth between these two energies and you don't know how to, like, balance that out and appreciate that balance. So we have the 10 of Wands. Isn't that cool? 6 of Wands at the top and then the 4 at the bottom. I feel like you're ready to move on. And that said, in the very first duo here, we had, I know you're moving on. I know, I hate that other people can have you. And the 5 of Pentacles. So they're coming back around. They want you to like drop everybody that you're talking to. They want you to choose them. And I feel like you're very happy to just keep moving on. I feel like you're looking at this like, no, if I were to get back with you, I would just deal with more anxiety and maybe even sleepless nights because I'm over here trying to decipher what you're actually feeling because you cannot communicate it, right? Hey, Slingshot, it looks like maybe this is not the right channel for you. Just so you know, I bless and sage my cards because I want to make sure that the only messages that come through are meant for my collective's highest and best good. But if you are determined to believe that this is demonic, then I believe it would be best for you to keep it moving. If you comment on videos like this, you're just telling YouTube that you want to see more of it. So I would encourage you to zero in on the videos that you do appreciate, okay? Hello, Noreen. How are you doing? Thank you for liking. Thank you, Redbeard. Hello, Jeff. How's it going? Yeah, I mean, regarding spiritual conversations, I think there's a lot to lose when the intolerance of others' beliefs or spirituality makes you uncomfortable because you might actually learn from that conversation, even if you don't agree, right? There's still some light that might be shed on the world. Hello, Joelle. How are you doing today? Will I travel with Raquel as a couple in August? Well, I hope so, but let's find out. I've added you to the list. Noreen, as you can see with Joao's super chat, I add folks to the list for personal questions when they do a super chat. You can also donate a membership to someone else in the live chat if you want to be added. But I do those personal questions after the general is done, which would be in about 15 minutes. So we're gonna stick to the French and go with the Marseille Cat Tarot. Oh, that would be so delightful. I hope you get to do that. That's true. Hello, Dreamy, or Dreamsy? Is that what I should call you? How you doing? What else do we have, please? Knight of Wands, Hanged Man, and Temperance. Your life has been peaceful in the absence of this confused lover. If they can't figure out how to approach someone with good intentions and be loving without being, I think they're fearful, then it just kind of makes things more complicated, right? So I feel like you look at this as, I'm balanced. I don't have to be questioning people or questioning what's going on because I'm no longer dealing with you. So why would I go back to that when things have become easier in your absence? And I get that. Hello, Rakesh. How are you doing today? Should I continue? With my current skill path or pivot? And what's blocking my clarity? What's my next best move? Thank you, Rakesh. I've added that for you. Hello, Skull. How are you doing? Hello, K Garrett. I hope you're having a good day. Knight of Swords in the reverse. 8 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Cups. So the thing is, they're working to come back around and see you again. They want to ask you out, or at the very least, they're hoping to run into you, especially if you live in the same area, right? Or have the same group of friends. But the problem here is with this Knight of Swords in the reverse, it's like they're rushing it. You know, if you want a delicious baked potato, I'm pretty sure it needs to be in the oven for like 45 minutes. But just because you are ravenous, just because you are super hungry, if you take it out at like 25 minutes, it's not going to be as good. It's worth the wait. This is someone who is basically a half-cooked burrito, okay? This is someone who has not done the healing work. They want you, they want to be with you, they want you to be theirs, but they don't know how to treat you right. So if they can't offer that loving energy the way that they should, then for you, it seems like a losing proposition. Like, why would I do that? Hey, Dracula, thank you. Will... So no actual question then? That's fair. You're funny. Thank you. Days off are super important. Hello, Bird Dog. How are you doing? Okay, but you're boiling key controller. That's different. I'm talking about a baked potato. Necesitas oírte or oírme. No, necesitas escucharme. I think that would be the better way to say it. Oh, see, I'm Redbeard's over here like, no, you need to do it for hours. First, you need to dig a big pit into the ground. Then you need to fill it with aluminum foil. I'm just pretending that's what you sound like, Redbeard. You can make fun of me. Gracie, I have pulled cards for myself. I don't anymore. That's how I got started, right? Was reading for myself, and then it told me that I needed to make a big change in my life, and I was like, screw you. And then I ignored tarot for a while. But then I started reading for my friends. I feel like when you read for yourself, it's always going to be a skewed version of the message because you see what you want to see. It's much better to read for other people or have other people read for you. But I did have a tarot reader when I was in Minneapolis who I trusted. He was great. I do not have one in Tennessee. At this point, it's just kind of like, my intuition's got it. Hello, Mert. How are you doing? I'm done with hot one baked potato. Oh, Lord. Yes, you should definitely get one. No, I don't read for that stuff, Mert. Sorry. I am not Latina. I wish I was that cool. I am primarily Norwegian, but for whatever reason, my parents really liked the name Carmen, and it suits me because when I lived in Mexico, I felt like almost like I was going home. I love the culture, I love the cuisine, and I love the language. So I studied it. I would say I'm mostly fluent. If I don't know a word, I can talk around it. You know what I mean? Yes, Joao is correct. We tend to read things in our favor, like what you want to see, right? So we have the Five of Swords and the Chariot. This is somebody who is going to ruin their chances of getting back together with you because they're rushing it. Like rushing that baked potato. If they took the time to learn what they need to, if they addressed the reasons that they approach a lot of their life from a place of fear, then they would actually probably have a chance with you. But you're over here like, why would I do the same thing? I'm not going to like repeat a pattern. I already learned that you don't know how to treat me. Yes, I have, although there's more risk in that. I would say I'm much more comfortable doing that with people that I see in person and people that I know better. Hello, Max. How are you doing? You don't need somebody else's permission to break up with them. That's your decision. So we've got the Star and the Queen of Cups with the Devil. So this is more like obsession than love because this person is afraid to lose you and because this person wants to be or is possessive of you. It's because it's coming from a place of fear. If you love someone in the way that they want to be loved and you're coming from a place of love versus fear, then you don't need that possessive energy. This is someone who wants to be a bit toxic and try to establish like ownership of you without going about it the right way. They need to heal, but instead they're hoping to like claim you. Including like basically trying to scare off other suitors from you. So we have the King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. If there's someone else who expresses interest in you, then I'm going to try to find a way to get them to change their mind. I'm going to like throw hands or start an argument with them, or I'm going to try to get them to see you differently because you are mine. That's toxic behavior. That's not love, right? Hello, Divinely Unique. How are you doing? Oh, I hope you're well too. It has been a while, but you are always welcome. What else do we have? So we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Moon. I feel like this is basically don't believe what this person has to say. They feel like they can like wax poetic, or they feel like they can tell you like, I'm gonna make your dreams come true, or I love you more than anybody else ever will. Pretty much everything that they're going to say to you is manipulative or coming from a place of fear. They need to heal if they want to be in a relationship like that. That's why they are bad at love. All right, we're gonna go with the Romani Tarot. Thank you for liking and subscribing, by the way. That means a lot to me. So we have the Ten of Koshis, which is the Ten of Wands, but it's in the reverse. And the Nine of Bowlers, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, listen to your intuition, because it is warning you that this person is unstable. They haven't figured out themselves, so how is it that they're going to be able to understand you? They see themselves in the mirror and they see what they want to see instead of what they could be working on or who they truly are. Eight of Koshis, which is the Eight of Wands. And the Nine of Cups, or Nine of Koros, in the reverse. This person's selfish. They just want to be able to say that you are theirs, but they don't know how to care for you. They don't know how to love you. So see how those Eight of Wands, it's like almost like it's a trap. I mean, I suppose you could say they're just building a tent. And maybe I watch too much bushcraft, but you know what I thought of when I saw this structure? Is like the shape of one of those like fish traps that they build, you know, like where the fish can swim in, but it cannot swim out. This is someone who wants to like trap you. This is someone who wants to make you feel like you have to be theirs, but they aren't willing to learn how to treat you the right way. They aren't willing to work on themselves so that you don't feel confused by their love. So we have the Three of Wands, or the Three of Koshis, and the Devil in the reverse. My life is easier when I'm not trying to figure out what you are doing or what you are saying or what your intentions are. You don't trust this person, so why would you want to be in a relationship with them? Trust is the most important part. Awesome. Thanks for providing some advice. Hello, Rachel. Yes, that song is very appropriate for this reading. So we have Death, the Six of Swords, or the Six of Shivs, and the Four of Bowlers, which is the Four of Wheels, or the Four of Pentacles, right? Earth energy. So hold back from engaging with this person. I would say leave them on red, or a very like polite no thank you. This is not someone who is ready to love you the way that you deserve to be loved. And I think you know that. I think you've already seen their energy for what it truly is. And they're going to try to make it seem like they're in a better situation than they really are. Because they love you and they don't want to lose you. But if they really did, they would work on themselves. If they really loved you, they would want to treat you the way you want to be treated, not just claim you, right? All right, this is the newest Oracle deck. This is called Moonlit Path. What else do we have, please? Oh, that's so weird. That's the one that I cited when I did the little short intro to it. Calling, resonance, and alignment. What calls you echoes with a memory your soul already carries. I feel like you know, because it's an echo, you know what this would be like if you were to date this person again. You know what you could expect, and it ain't that great. Sorry. It would be like, you know, it would be like one time I ordered corned beef hash, and they literally, on a plate, they sent out the corned beef hash you get in a can, and it was undercooked. Like, I could maybe forgive you for doing that if you cooked it properly. Like, I want that to be crispy, please. But it was undercooked, and I was like, this could not be any worse. Like, can I just go back in the kitchen and make it myself? You know what this person has to offer, and it ain't that much. It's not about money. It's not about, you know, are you the hottest person on the planet? This is like, you don't know how to love. You don't even love yourself. The road that finds you, destiny, guidance, alignment. Some paths appear only when you're ready to walk them. And there's a different direction that you are being called in. This person is in the past, and there's something here that is driving you in a different direction. So listen to that intuition. The silent flame. A flame need not flicker loudly to light your way. Presence, quiet illumination, and subtle clarity. You have clarity on what this person has to offer and what kind of lover they are. I mean, sure, we can talk about like the physical intimacy, but I think you know what I'm talking about is they don't know how to make you feel safe. They don't know how to love you in a way where you feel secure in that energy. Oh, I hope it gets better for you, Rachel. Hello, Anthony. What's up? Did I miss Ruben? Ruben, if you're out there, hello. Hello, Clifford. What's up? Hello, Neon. I hope you're having a good day. Ooh, I got to start on those personal questions. So the last one, we've got pulse of renewal, vitality, rebirth, and energy. Life returns to you in pulses. Honor the beat that rises again. You know, because you can feel like your intuitive energy is guiding you to something different. You don't want to have the same experience with this person because it left you feeling like you didn't know what was going on, or you didn't know why you tried to trust that person. All right. Let's go with the Earth and Bones Tarot for Gracie. On the personal reading list, we have Gracie, and then Lee, and then Joao, and then Rakesh. So is Gracie's friend Jonah disappointed in Gracie? Yes. 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Jars, or 10 of Cups. This person does care about you. This person wants you to do well. I feel good. There are good intentions from this friend, but there is frustration over a decision that you have made and hopefulness that you're learning from a situation. So I feel like this is a good friend. Someone who really does want to see you do well, but there could be some frustration over, like, if I give you good advice and you ignore it and you just do like kind of the dumb thing, then it's frustrating because this person wants to see you do well. And is there any gossip going around about Gracie? Yes. Temperance, Page of Jars or Page of Cups in the reverse, and the 7 of Wicks or 7 of Wands in the reverse. So this feels like people talking about you being a bit naive or doing things that you should have known better. So it's like you end up in a toxic situation, or you end up feeling vulnerable because you didn't see the signs that other people would have seen. So I don't think it's this person, but it could be that Donna like is aware of this. So it's like there's someone here who's talking about a decision that you've made and that you were too like blinded by what you wanted to be honest about what it actually represented or what you might have to sacrifice to get that. Yes, I agree, Rachel. Anything else? Yeah, it's like there are people who are saying that you break your own heart or you sign up for disappointment because is this like doormat energy that they're saying? Yeah, they're saying there are people that you should know better than to deal with, or you give chances to individuals that don't deserve it. So that intuition is getting stronger. And I do feel like there are people who want to see you do better, but there's also some people here who are just kind of like, well, you made your own bed, so now you get to lie in it. Like you signed up for that kind of thing, right? Hey, Vortex, would you like to try that again? Only maybe be respectful. If my live stream is not for you, keep it moving. You don't need to comment on it. But just a little tip for you, if you're going to comment in videos that you don't actually like, you're telling YouTube that you like them and you'll see more of them. So don't comment if you don't like it. Oh, I'm proud of you, Clifford. Hello, Divine Diamond. How are you doing today? Let's see what we've got for Lee and Gracie. I'm sending you positive energy. I will just reiterate that that friend of yours, Donna, is looking out for you. Wants to see you do well. I love to see that energy. All right, so for Lee, does Sage's therapist believe what Chris said? Yes. Notice with this 10 of Cups, the cat is like twisting. This is like, oh gosh, how do I say this? I feel like Sage's therapist has daddy issues. Sorry, that's just what's coming through. So this could be like an over correction, right? Like I had issues, so I want to like build up the fathers in other people's lives. But I also feel like there could be some element here of like I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he doesn't deserve it, right? Hello, C. Wilson. How are you doing? So we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This is like sometimes the most obvious answer is the right answer, but this therapist seems to want to make it more complicated so that they can be like, ooh, I figured it out and nobody else did. You all thought, like, you made assumptions and I actually did my research and I found out that all of you are wrong. Like, I'm determined to view things differently than everybody else. Is there any issues with... I do feel like this therapist is overly critical of women. So maybe we have mommy and daddy issues here. But we have the Two of Pentacles. It keeps coming back to the idea of, it's like I'm being overly fair to this person. And it's turning into bias. So will this opinion change? Yes. I do feel like at some point, there's going to be like a rebalancing or recalibration. And it's going to be like, oh, okay, well, I guess you actually are the problem. You know, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, or like 12 benefits of the doubt, and you still messed it up. So I guess I'm gonna have to be honest with myself that you're the problem. Is this influencing Sage? Yes, there is a concern here that the therapist is most interested in having influence over others. So just like remodeling a house is gratifying in the sense that you can see the before and after, it's like this therapist wants to be like, I did that. I made you think about things this way when you originally were thinking about them that way. So why did this person get into therapy? Would be my question. Is it really more about being able to like control people? Because ew. There's unresolved issues for this therapist, but they very much so like talking about other people's issues. Yeah. I mean, I hope I haven't been too harsh, but it does feel to me like this is not somebody who should be doing therapy. Just, you know, what the cards are saying. All right, let's see. Let's see what we've got for Joao and Lee. I'm sending you and your daughter healing energy. Redbeard Wither. Oh, Lord. Did I say hello to Bird Dog? I think I did. I hope I did. Yeah. I think she's doing too much externally and not doing enough internally, you know? All right, so for Joao, we have, will I travel together with Raquel as a couple in August? Will Joao travel with Raquel in August as a couple? Yes. Oh, and it's the 10 of Cups. It's like wherever you're going, it'll feel like you're going home. So kind of like I said in the beginning of the reading, when I was talking about how I lived in Mexico for a little while, there was this strange sense of, I know I'm somewhere where I haven't been before, but I feel like I belong here. You're going to have that. Will she also have that? Yes. So it's like an opportunity for the two of you to feel closer together as a couple because it's a magical environment for the two of you. What else about this trip? 7 of Cups and the Chariot. You've made the right choice as far as destination. If that's where you're wanting to go, absolutely a good idea. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Save up a little extra money than what you think you need, right? Okay, I set aside $1,000. You might actually need like $1,500. This is going to be a little bit more expensive than you expect because I feel like there's some sort of like opportunity for adventure that is just a little bit more than you thought it was going to be, but it is like one of those moments where it's forever emblazoned in her mind and yours because of the surroundings. Oh, hello, Tiana. What's up? You're funny, Rachel. Hello, Dana. What's going on? Hello, See the Gray. I hope you're doing well. Anything else about this trip with Raquel, please? Hermit in the reverse and the Hanged Man. So I see that there's going to be some sort of like tour guide who gets into a problem. Like the Hermit, to me, this is like somebody who's like showing you the way. But with the Hanged Man, like I don't know if they end up having like car trouble or they end up getting sick. But it's like there's this opportunity to either find a different tour guide or go off on your own. Like I feel like this is saying there's an opportunity for you to be like your own tour guides. I normally love that tour guide direction, right? Like they know the place better than you. But there's something really romantic and special that happens when like someone is unable to give you the full experience. Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like there's an opportunity here for you to like make your own choices and learn things on your own, and you end up doing a really great job of it. Not to say that you can't have any tour guide experience, but if something falls through, if somebody like calls out sick or they cancel, then don't get too worried about it. Have a good one, Danny. I hope you have a wonderful time, Joao. That sounds like a great idea to me. All right, let's see what we have for Rakesh. This is the Spellcaster's Tarot. So for Rakesh, we have, should I continue with my current skill path or pivot? Is it in Rakesh's best interest to continue with the current skill path? No, there's an opportunity for you to pivot that is better for you. Is it an obvious choice as far as the pivot? Like which direction? Yes. So it feels to me like, so the way that I'm seeing it in my mind is if you drive through a bank, they have these like green or red lights over the lane. Like here you can deposit your cash, here you can, but this one's closed and so is that one. There's going to be a guide, or there's going to be like a block, like road closed, you can't go this way. So I feel like it's going to be made obvious to you. Yes, you've got some great experience or you've learned some important skills, but you can apply those or you can kind of navigate slightly differently than expected. And that different path is going to be more successful for you or is more uniquely like suited to your innate skills. Four of Cups in the reverse, the Lovers, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, I see you realizing, okay, so that actually seems like a better situation, so I'm going to do that instead. And when you make that choice, because the Lovers is about a choice, then you have success. Six of Wands. Anything advice-wise on that pivot? There's going to be a hater. There's going to be someone who tells you that you're stupid or that's the wrong idea or I can't believe you would do all of that and then you would pivot. Everybody's got opinions, but your intuition is right in this situation. So somebody here is going to criticize you or, try to make you change your mind, but your guidance, the pull that you feel towards something different is correct and protects you against financial hardship, quite frankly. Maybe there's oversaturation of the path that you originally wanted to go down, or maybe there's a significant shift within the industry. But whatever it is, this new path, it's not as well understood or it's not what someone else wanted for you, but it is something that I think is the right thing for you. So confirmation for you on that. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Did I miss any? I just got to double check. Oh, I did. See, this is why I had to double check. Thank you, Dana. Let me pull some cards for you on that. This is the Bianco Nero. Is my brother Phil just wasting money on Laura? Is Dana's brother Phil wasting money on Laura? Not yet. It's like, at this point, it's still forgivable. It's building an important foundation and bringing some happiness, but it's about to get out of control. So with the King of Pentacles, it's like there's still some stability here. There's still something that seems to be going all right, but it's going to get ramped up, or it's looking like a snowball effect, right? It becomes more tempting to spend beyond what I know I should and forego some of the things that I need to be prioritizing. So yeah, it's almost at that point and it escalates. Oh, you're so welcome, Rakesh. I wish you a lot of abundance. See the grave, these are the personal questions. Anything else for Dana, please, regarding Phil and Laura? yeah, if it's like I could just take you out to dinner like twice a week and that would be great and we still have time to spend with each other. But I get a little bit greedy or I get a little bit out of sorts and then I want to like go to dinner every single night and I can't really afford that. So it's ramping up, it's escalating, or it's like I'm spending more. Like maybe the first couple of times I was just taking you to Taco Bell. It's very reasonable pricing. But now I'm taking you to like Ruth Chris Steakhouse. I'm not getting paid by any of those, by the way. But if you know Ruth Chris, you know that it's very expensive. Like, hello, could I have a Dr. Pepper? Yes, that'll be $25. Not really, but yeah, it's about to get to be an issue. So is it a good idea to have a chat? Should Dana talk to him about it? He's going to get real defensive if you do. So perhaps the best way to approach it if you talk to him would be to say, hey, just wanted to give you a heads up that money is a little bit tight this month with braces or vacation Bible school, or, you know, I just had to buy some new tires for my car. You don't have to get specific, but if you approach it as, I won't have anything to like cover your needs, just to give you a heads up. So like I can't lend you any money. If you come at it that way, as opposed to, so I was looking at your spending habits and determined that you're making horrible decisions, then he's going to get super defensive. But if you just like float it out there, like I cannot loan you any money, I cannot buy your food, or I cannot, you know, buy your gas or whatever, then he might have to like think about it a little bit more. Hello, B. How are you doing? Hello, Shayla. What's up? Hello, Captain Miscreant. What a great name. I love it. All right, y'all. I got to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for putting up with my food analogies. And I'll see you in the next reading. Toodles.